Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to this is Starcraft English commentary. We're back with ASL Season 19. This is prelims day 2, the finals of the online qualifiers, and then we'll be heading towards the round of 22 or 24, the official tournament. And we're nearing the end here. This is gonna be group number 10. We will have a Protoss versus Terran matchup. JyJ, the incumbent, the stronger player, is gonna be playing against Tyson. We skip the first set, we go directly towards the second set, and Tyson is surprisingly leading 1-0. The map is Dominator. So what is up with that? Is JyJ gonna get eliminated from this ASL? What? It's possible. He is one of the ASL champions. Yeah, he's no kidding. He's a champion material, but he is gonna be losing here. And that will mean he sucks, right? Because even Shadow made it. Sorry to spoil, but Shadow made it in his group. But granted, Shadow is also one of the ASL champions, so if JyJ doesn't make it here, then that will be kind of a shock. We've had what? I'm gonna review all of the people who have made it so far now. So if you don't really like that, you possibly just need to watch the videos from from scratch from the beginning to get all of the names. But we've had Stork who qualify, we've had Scan who qualify, we have a guy named Ski or Sky who qualified. Right, a lot of great and old and new names alike are going to be appearing in this tournament. We have who else? We have Hyun who qualified. That was very surprising. Who defeated Baby. Hero is there. I think we have Light has qualified, and from yesterday, who else? Sak, right? Royal, Action, J-Dong, and we've had also Speed and Barracks. Actually, Barracks defeated JyJ. Queen defeated Horangi yesterday, so Queen will be qualifying. Mini is of course there. I think Mong is out of the game, or maybe Mong will play again in the last group, I'm not so sure. Rush is out here. Shine has not yet made it alive, so I'm not so sure where he is exactly. And we've had Mine who qualified, Bisu, and finally Best. So these guys are going to be grouping up with the 4 players in the original, Soup Star League 2024 Autumn, who are Soki, Sharp, Rain, and I think the last player was Snow, who made it to the finals. Let me just quickly check there. Yeah, there we go. 2 Protosses, 1 Zerg, and 1 Terran. Yeah, so Tyson is not bad. I mean, he's not S-class material, but he's definitely a solid A-class player nowadays. He appears regularly in KCM, and sometimes he also plays against Flash in a kind of a sponsored promotional game. So that is good. If you're wondering what Tyson looks like, this is him, Mike Tyson. Very fierce looking, fearful looking face. And as for JyJ, I think everyone knows JyJ is one of the ASL champions. There he is. And let me just quickly show you the the accomplishments in ASL so far, because I think it's worth noting. Here it is. Oops, sorry, there's a lot of banners on the screen. So JyJ has got 1 gold. He's down there at the bottom of the list. He doesn't have any silvers or bronze, but he's got 1 gold so far, so he's still a good player. And of course we have Flash and yada yada yada. But let me just quickly check if I can get some information from the current ELO scores, because I think that's going to be interesting as well. So this is first of all the ELO scores of the players playing today. As you can see, to make it to the top 10 you need to have 1292, right? And that is what Light has. But what does Tyson have? Let me just quickly check. Do I have him in the database? I have a lot of databases, guys. I'm a very data-driven person. So Tyson is where is he? He is there. He's ranked 24. Protoss player ranked 24, and his ELO scores is 1155. 1155, that means he is just a little bit shy to get, well, not a lot shy, actually, not just a little bit, a lot shy to get into the top 10. So let's see how these guys. Alright, we're looking in the 5th minute and 38 second of the game. We have 2 bases for each of the player. Of course, Protoss will be leading a bit in supply, and looking forward to do a bit of, what is this? He's gonna be going for Ops and then immediately going to City Vadun without expanding. if I'm looking at this correctly, he might be just trying to rush to Arbiter out of one base, excuse me, out of two bases, and that doesn't really work, I don't believe, in modern Starcraft. You want to have that third base rolling, and then you want to have Temptar strategy with Shadows and Zealots and High Templars in the late game, but in the beginning of the game, you need to get your bases rolling with a lot of economy. Observer coming out to scout, and he's gonna see that there is gonna be a second factory, no doubt about it, very good, and he is going to have what else, you know, a lot of stuff. This Vulture's gonna try to snipe a probe coming out to scout. The Vulture's gonna come through, the Dragoons need to block. He's gonna block correctly or not. He's coming through, the probe need to start to attack, man, attack. You are too late, Tyson boy. He gets one Vulture, he gets the other Vulture, so finally the situation is gonna get cleared out, but that was a little bit more complicated than it needed to be. This double factory is going to be coming out with a lot of go lights, but without the scanner, then JyJ would not know that his enemy is not going to be going for reverse, but going directly into arbiters. By the way, this map Dominator, if you look at it carefully, like I mentioned to you, a lot of times drops is going to be very vital. And with the way that the things are looking, who's going to have the advantage in drop is going to be Terran, right? Because he can directly go from here towards the enemy's main base very easily without detected. Of course, Tyson can go for high tempo drop in a later part of the game, going around these ridges and trying to storm the 430 position, or go around here to try to storm the 330 positions. All of those are viable options, but in any case, drop is insane. Drop is going to be so good. So let's look forward to that. Two Vultures going to try to come out, but we already have the wall, the pylon wall complete on this side of the map, so there's going to be no way for these Vultures to get through. They don't even make their faces shown. They're going to try to find, but Dragoon's going to start to come around and try to snipe those forces. Zealot's sort of moving across them. I think I heard a scan. I think that you know, JyJ's got an idea as to what his enemy is doing right now, but for the time being, just clearing the opposite. This is a classical way to play Protoss versus Terran. It doesn't really work. There's a bit of a need to pull back, very good to pull back, and he can see that there's going to be some tanks getting siege here. So what is the correct response now for JyJ? He could try to play it out and try to take a base and just, you know, get a lot of tanks and vultures and supply depots and turrets and mines to block everything off and make sure that he doesn't get, you know, crushed by the first attack with the stasis research. Or he could try to do a timing attack and go out right now and kill the enemy. That could be something that he's going to be looking forward to do. So let's see how he's going to try to do that. We're going to be having the first arbiter getting made now. So okay, excuse me, there is no third base. He's faking to go for a third base, but he's not yet going for a third base. And does the Terran player know about this? I think he should be knowing about it, but we do have the move out, and looks like it's going to be an observer that trails his forces, so he's going to know exactly that what is happening, and now JyJ is going to discover there's nothing here. He will snipe that probe, the attack has commenced, but he's going to pull around. He says, you know what, I thought you have a third base, but I don't, so oh my god, we have a Dark Templar. He's going to need to kill, what he's going to try to kill, he's going to need to kill the tank. He needs to start to go to work on one of the weaker tank, but nice scan. The Dark Templar runs away at the last minute. Very good for this Dark Templar to hide in the corner so that his enemy wastes one scan for that. He's gonna try to catch other units coming through, but this is gonna be a huge push. Let's see if he's gonna do it, and I think that Tyson needs to hold his high ground right now. As for JyJ, he needs to scan one more to see what's on the high ground. He's moving through with a lot of tanks. The observer's gonna try to check the situation. He knows that there's gonna be some tanks sieging up. Dragoon's coming from the southern side to try to crush him from both sides, but the tanks are sieging already. Keep in mind, they can start to attack the gateways, but that possibly doesn't mean these Dragoon's gonna try to come out and that is so bad. That was such a bad maneuver, but now he's gonna be able to be on the high ground. He's going to try to get as many vultures as possible, and coming through this other side, looks like JyJ wants to move back, and we have a Dark Templar in the mix. We might drag the mine onto the tank, man. He gets one tank, he gets two tanks. Looks like no reaction. He just got a scan now, so that's good. But there's still 7 tanks remaining. The scanners have exhausted themselves. Both of the scanners are out. One scanner's got 1 scan remaining only, and so JyJ is gonna have to pray to God that scan will help him, because not the player scan who just qualified, but the machine called scan. Another explosive, but it was to stop at just the right moment. We have the observer to try. Oh my god, another nice attack. These Dragoons gonna get pushed back, but this is buying time for Tyson. So even though he loses all of his Dragoons, he attacked from the other side. side with an arbiter. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyson is looking very strong. He's looking like a beast right now. He's delivering punches after punches, and we might see JyJ getting eliminated from this ASL, from this qualifiers, because ASL has not technically officially started. But anyways, now we're going to be having the arbiter, and that is going to be a problem because now JyJ need to wait for his science vessel to come out if you want to have some nice detection. Sometimes this classical way to play Protoss as a Terran is also a very, very nice way to play, right? Because with constant invisibility, it's a very, very convenient thing to have. But anyways, Vulture is gonna start to come out. They would try to go inside the main. There's nothing at the third base. Don't even try to go there. But he's gonna try to go towards the third base, but they will get completely sealed off. Dragoon's gonna start to come out now. Coming from the back is a lot of arbiters. He's gonna try to snipe these vultures. They get a couple of them, but JyJ is ahead in supply, and he's got a brand new base. But think about recall, because if you're gonna be going for arbiters on this map Dominator, you need to recall. You need to move your forces in the middle of the map, and you need to come around and drop right here to drive all of the Terran forces back. And that is gonna be the way to play this game, I think. If you are going for arbiters at all, of course you need to do it quickly, because if you do it too slowly, then the enemy will just grow too large, and that is going to be a problem and a huge explosion. Once again, Tyson has been terrible with his mine management. He's stepping all over the mines. He's destroying the flowers in the gardens without shame, without care, without attention. He needs to use one of those mine picking machine, man. Anyways, +1 weapons and +1 armor done for the Terran army. New base is going to get saturated, and finally we have science facilities. So those science vessels will come out. It will take a while until we have the EMP research. But for the time being, we're going to be looking at a very nice macro game. We're heading towards the mid to late game stage here. This vulture is going to get sniped, and we might have a recall coming up now. Recall, we need to get research now. Do it before the science vessels become a problem. These supply depots are going to be very, very easy target. Of course, there's a lot of turrets getting set up and tanks in the right position as well. So what is up with that? He's just going to be clearing some mines for the timing, but at least those mines will tell JyJ where the dragoons and arbiters located. He can kind of sense that there might be a chance that there's a recall coming. Vulture's going right through the middle of the map here, but they will be trapped in the middle, possibly by some dragoons. Let's see. He's gonna try to move across the map, and it looks like he's gonna turn back. He checks the situation, but he's gonna get pushed back. Some scans to see what is exactly happening. The fourth base is coming up very, very nicely, and once again, not really clearing mines efficiently. Vulture's gonna move towards the top left now, and we're gonna be having Tyson just trying to hold it. He's got this. What is that? The second arbiter? I think he's got 2 arbiters now, right? Dragoon's gonna try to stop these vultures in the minimap. The dragoons are a little bit technically stronger, but in large number, these vultures are also very dangerous, just like the hyenas versus the lions, right? In Lion King, if you are just beating a single lion, then a lot of hyenas can just shred him to pieces. But if you have like 2 or 3 lions, then all hyenas will run away. So that's what we have going on. But anyways, looks like we're ready to have a recall now. He comes right to, he finds a nice opening. The observer has been there for the longest time. He will be on the low ground though, so be careful about that. He does it right here. The tanks will be sieging from the high ground. 1 tank, 2 tanks gonna try to go for nice stasis. He blocks the first tank. There's still 2 more tanks that need to siege up right now, and these forces are gonna try to move inside. Can he get something like the armory? Where's the armory? I don't see it just yet. These tanks are gonna be shutting from the high ground, but he gets yet another tank that just pops in the factory. There's 1 army. I'm not so sure where's the second army, but he's doing a lot of good shots. This Goliath's gonna get down south and try to do some nice attack. That 1 siege tank in the corner is gonna be quite problematic. He gets a turret. These 2 arbiters are doing good shot and just buying so much time. You get the supplies. Okay, there's gonna be so much splash damage with those SCVs moving through the science facility. Is researching. Will it get destroyed? This arbiter is coming through. What is he doing exactly? He's gonna have to pull back. The science facility, is it dead? Where's the science facility? Go for the science facility. He cannot get the science facility. He's gonna try to kill the turret, which is not a bad idea. The next recall might be coming soon, but for the time he's gonna try to brought the mines in the front door here. There are a couple of tanks, which is going to be nice. He might attack right now just before the other unit is going to move through. Zealot need to go first. We might have a nice battle. Zealot coming through. There's going to be reinforcement from this side. There's going to be looking forward for Stasis. Stasis is ready. Stasis is ready. Go for the Stasis now. He does a great Stasis. The double arbiter just buying a lot of time, just attacking random units in the back. And these front forces don't have any vultures coverage. And Tyson is meeting up. Ladies and gentlemen, JyJ. Mike Tyson is back. Nice attack. And these arbiters can need to go and hide somewhere else. There's no need to engage him. 4 bases coming up. And 5th base also coming up for Tyson. Maybe the game will not end right now. Cannot possibly end right now. He sent 3 Zelle over just to do some splash damage, but that is going to be the end of this attack here. So Tyson's going to try to hold here, but he's got his 3 base economies booming, and JyJ need to remake his turrets inside the main because the next recall will be coming very soon. For the timing, Vulture's going to start to move out. His Science Vessel is looking for those Arbiters to go for another EMP, but not able to get anything done here. Supply-wise, Tyson is 158, JyJ is behind by about 40 supply, 118, but now he's shooting up to 128. These units going to come out of stasis here. Very nice for Tyson to take the forward base. I always love this, but I don't love this one. I don't love it when you eat up the mines like this. Finally, Observers is here. Observer speed need to be researched, man. One player who is often researching Observer speed is Shadow. Shadow is such a slow player that he loves to have his Shadows, his Observer speed, and that is a blessing in disguise, right? You are investing some money into something that you think is completely useless, but actually it helps you, especially for a player like Shadow, who has qualified, by the way. But anyways, the next battles of the game is going to come through, and Tyson is taking up all of these forward bases. Be careful. This is a double-edged sword. You can take the forward bases if you have a lead. He clearly has a slight lead, but he need to keep his lead, right? He need to spread his Arbiters out. He's only going for a single Stargate. He's not going for double Stargate. Only single Stargate in classical Starcraft. You want to have double Stargate. But anyways, he should not keep his 3 Arbiters out like this. He need to spread them out. He need to have one in the corner. He need to have one here. He need to have one with the main army. This one's gonna get EMP'd here, so he's gonna be hiding in the back. That's fine. But these two will have some stasis getting ready, so that's nice. He can just mark it all the way here, for example, and that will never be scanned by anyone. You should not keep it in the top right corner, because sometimes a wraith will come out there and your arbiter will be destroyed. So that's not really good. So he should keep it out somewhere. It's a perfect observer placement. This Fort Commander is going to go up. So we're going to be having a nice end game here. This is going to be the Avengers end game. Let's see who's the Avenger, who is Thanos, and who's the Avengers, right? Some Dragoon's going to come out, and these two arbiters going to be kind of completely maxed out now by Tyson. Is going to be going to a major attack. Take a look at this ridge, guys. This ridge right here, we have a nice coverage for the Protoss player. And oh my god, an EMP spoiler. He attacks, but he will be able to have a stasis or a forward recall. He goes for money stasis, attacking very nicely. Zelle coming from the low ground. This is the pivotal moment of the game. The siege line is very deep, but the forward tank will die very quickly here. This arbiter is going to fall, but still have 2 more arbiters in the back. Dragoons gain a high ground advantage. SV need to evacuate the area now. 4 more tanks on the low ground. Do we have another stasis or not? We don't. But Zelle walking through, and looks like this is possibly going to be the end of the game, because all of the tanks have been exhausted. Scanning continuously from JyJ, but it's not enough. There's Zelle walking all over the goddamn thing. The command center is going to burn down. We have the second line of defense, but these tanks will come out of unstasis soon, and let's see how that is going to affect the battle of the games. The number of Dragoons and Zealots are thinning out. The next wave of tanks should be coming from the lower ground, but Tyson continues to push through. He pushed through, but the next wave is got to be what the science vessel comes out and get destroyed. The units coming out of stasis is going to get completely wiped out. The second stasis is going to come out of whatever hibernation now. He clears the last of the tank, and great trades. Amazing trades for Tyson. This is exactly what you want to do, because during this time he's going to saturate his other bases at the top left on the screen. APM wise, these guys are playing at around 250 APM, which is not very high, especially from the Terran player, but it's these guys are under a lot of duress, under a lot of stress. A nice mine explosion. Another tank is exploded, excuse me. We don't have Goliaths in the area. A lot of mining activities coming up from Tyson. It's going to start to make some gateways at the top left on the screen, and right now let's take a look at the base count. These SCVs are mining distance. We have what is this? How did he make a replacement base so quickly? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases for Protoss. We have 4 for Terran. This game is looking very nice and intense here. This SV is gonna return the cargo. Do we have something in the corner? Is that an arbiter or an observer? That might be an arbiter looking for. And look at this, guys. These cannons are not rightly placed. Need to be placed before the cannon, because you don't want the tank to come out and get the Nexus as well as the cannon at the same time. You want them to take 2 rounds to clear the cannon first, and then clear the Nexus. And I'd like to prefer for them to take 3 rounds. Clear the cannons, clear the pylon, and then clear the Nexus, because you will have another cannon right after the pylon. So that is, I think, the way that I would be approaching this problem, especially when I know that I'm ahead. I would make the cannons as far out as possible to buy the maximum time. If I ever mess up in my battles, I have something like 10 more seconds to deal with if there is going to be a counterattack from the Terran side. But anyways, looks like Tyson is going to try to attack against the 430 position. This is going to be a very serious consideration. Dragoon's going to start to come out, and is JyJ moving the forces towards the other side, you got to be careful. You don't want to attack the base that have been mining for a while, because if you lose a lot of your army, we have a recall. Like I told you, that was actually a recalling arbiter. He's going to destroy what? He's going to go right here, but there's no command center. The Goliath's going to get destroyed, but there's going to be a stasis. You need to go for a stasis. You need to go for a second recall. Money recall. Ladies and gentlemen, JyJ is officially destroyed. He's eliminated from the ASL. If you enjoyed this cast, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link is going to be in the video description. Join these guys in the comment section. Mr. C. Gobbler for your support. Mr. Garonetti from Italy, how's your Pope doing? Mr. McDonough from the United States, and Mr. Zerk from the Zerkland. Thanks for your support in the last days, and welcome to the round of 24. I think this is possibly going to be the last cast. Group 11, right? Because Group 12 doesn't exist, because the winner of the ACS Championship that was held a couple of months ago will be the last contender into the round of 24. Destroy the Dragoon. He's going to possibly drop something. He's going to try to go for another stasis. But GG from JyJ, and well done to Mike Tyson. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Buy me coffee. Subscribe to broodwar. Bye-bye.